Welcome everybody to the Hot Five Commandments. I got my friend TM Nerdy with me. TM, how you doing this week?
I'm feeling a little shitty today and stuff. Probably gonna go lie down after this, but I'm happy to be here and happy to tell all these great people out there some good spec. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. Um, yeah, I'm excited. I feel I love our list, man, and I'm getting. I have less faith in the spec that's around us with all the weird pre-releases and all the shit going on, getting like big numbers. So yeah, let's fire it up.
All right, kicking it off. I'm gonna start it off this week, and kicking it off this week is Batman Beyond Unlimited issue 18. Now, this character has already showed up in media. She was the Batwoman in Batwoman season 2 due to the fact that the actress that was playing Batwoman stepped away, so they ended up bringing in Nissa to be the Batwoman in that universe. I still feel like this book is going to pop off, as there's still rumors going around that Batman Beyond is going to happen with Terry McGinnis as the new Batman. So why not get every cool character that's in the Batman Beyond universe? And this is the first appearance of Batgirl Beyond, Nissa. Goes for very, very cheap in that. If you're a fan of the Batman Beyond universe, this is the book for you to get. Still, it is Black History Month, so I definitely had to bring a roster of cool Black characters to show off this week. And going for $9.50 as a first appearance of a Batgirl, maybe it not be the Batgirl we know and love, but it's the Batgirl of the Batman Beyond universe. So definitely a cool key to pick up and has potential in the future to go up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a cool little book. I like that one. All right. What up, Signature King? Good to see you, man.
What's that, my friend?
Yeah.
All right. This one is just a really cool book. It's based off the 2009 film of the same name, Black Dynamite. If you've never watched the movie, do yourself a favor, go watch the movie of Black Dynamite. Fun movie in that. This is the first appearance of Black Dynamite in comics. And it, again, does not go for very much. Does not go for very much. Definitely a book that you can get for what, $35, and that if you like the movie, this is a book for you for sure. Do I see this book going up in price? Probably not, but it's just a cool book to get for Black History Month if you like the movie and you like the character in that. And not a lot of people know that this is actually a comic book based on the movie. So little spec to throw your way this week.
I love the 20s homage to it. That looks cool as hell.
Mm.
Looks like a Luke Cage book almost. What up, Patel? Matt likes comics. And Madam up in the chat tonight. Good to see y'all.
Yeah. All right. This book definitely has legs. This book definitely has legs as long as it continues the route that they're going to go down in the James Gunn universe, as this character is part, like, kind of in with the Bat family in that usually the second Batwing, Luke Fox, is the prominent Batwing, but this is the very first Batwing. This is the Batman of Africa as well. This is the first appearance of David Zavimbi. He is the first Batwing. As most people know, the second Batwing is the one that's Lucius Fox's son, Luke Fox, but you got to get your hands on the very first Batwing, which goes for $9.99. I can't believe that this book is going for $9.99, and that if you're a fan of Batwing or if you're a fan of Batman in general, this book does have legs. This book does have legs. If the universe that James Gunn is building takes off, you can guarantee they're going to introduce. They already stated that Robins in this universe are already existing. Nightwing is already a character. Dick Grayson's already that character. there's a potential that this character just shows up and is the Batman, the Batwing of Africa, and that. So he definitely does have legs to grow with this book. At $9.99, you can't go wrong if you're a fan of the Bat universe. If you're thinking that this is a potential that goes up, which I do think it is, this is a book for you to grab, and that. So that is my third pick for the Hot Five Commandments, Batman Incorporated #5.
Man, glorious, obscure, cool ass keys. Where else do you get this kind of action? Nowhere else.
All right, now this one's a little different. As you guys can see, it's a little bit more pricier, but it did come out in 1961. So it's just on the cusp of, because 55, 54 was like the end of the golden age. 61 is not too far from that. So this is the very beginning of the Silver Age. This is the first appearance of not many characters that will probably show up in the DC universe at all and stuff, but it's just a cool book to have in general if you're a fan of war comics and that. But the reason why I brought this for Black History Month is the first appearance of Jackie Johnson, a member of the Easy Company and one of the first non-stereotypical African-American characters in DC Comics. That's a character, I don't know if that character will show up in the DC universe, but this next character, because this book has 2 key appearances in it, this other character I do feel like will show up, and possibly in a Sergeant Rock film or television show, as Sergeant Rock has been considered to be up in the air, in production, in development, and that. This character is first appearance of Wildman. Aside from Sergeant Rock, the most prominent member of Easy Company, who earned his nickname from his wild, sometimes reckless behavior in battle. This character I do feel like will show up eventually because, like they stated, they want to try to get a Sergeant Rock film or television series in the works. They want to push that. They're going to try to push that. So besides Sergeant Rock, who's another character that's part of the Easy Company? Wildman. And this is the first appearance of Wildman in comics.
Yeah, I mean, if they do Sergeant Rock, they'll probably have these guys. I've had a couple issues with those guys in them, so hell yeah, I like that a lot. That's cool. All right, next on the TM list.
All right, so we had a little bit of issues trying to find the #1 issue in that. So don't go by that number that's up there. That's not how much the book goes for, and it's the book that's on the top with the character's face on it. So it's like his first cover appearance as well. This is the first appearance of Firestorm. No, not the Firestorm you know, but Jason Rush. Hopefully I said that name right. Jason Rush. Now, this is another character that did show up in a television show. He was the prominent Firestorm of the television show, DC's, what was it called? DC's Legends of Tomorrow. DC's Legends of Tomorrow. He did show up. I forget the actor's name, but I still think Firestorm is in the works. Firestorm is in the works, and Jason Russ is technically the second or third Firestorm, if you want to get particular about it. He takes over the mantle due to the fact that Robbie died. Robbie died, and he takes up the mantle with multiple different people, including a revived Robbie, which was kind of weird, but this is the first Black Firestorm. So this is the first Black Firestorm. He's actually considered one of people's favorite Firestorms. So if you can get your hands on this, this is Firestorm, the Nuclear Man #1 from the 3rd volume. You got the 1st volume, which is the first appearance. I just got that thanks to Legend. Then you have the 2nd one, and I saw that Lowe got one recently. This is the 3rd volume of issue #1. So if you're trying to find it, this is the one that you have to go for if you want this character, or just pick them all up and get the trifecta, because I feel like Firestorm has been up in the air over at DC, They've been talking about trying to do a project with it. There's a new comic coming out called Fury of the Firestorm in a couple of months. So Firestorm is kind of getting back up there as a character that people are going after. So this one would probably be a good book to go after if you're a fan of the Firestorms and this is the very first Black Firestorm Jason Rush for Black History Month, guys.
Yeah, beautiful. I just want to say thank you for your 5, and I got a little idea for some of the guys in the chat tonight. I'll call y'all the remainder copies, because these are the books that ain't on the whatever the fuck top 10. This is the hot 5, so we're the remainder guys, or whatever we come up with. That's a fun little nickname for y'all. It's always NWO for life, brother. And for my first book, Reno Jones and Cassidy Kidd, the Gun Hawks, dude. So this is cool as fuck, dude. I had this book. I had a bunch of these books. I probably got a couple. But yeah, this book in high grades actually a kind of valuable book. But here's one for $3. You know, if you don't mind a little subscription crease and some nicks and tears or whatever. But yeah, Reno Jones. He's an early African American character for Marvel or just comics in the Bronze Age. It's kind of weird and sad that it took us so long to get to where African Americans were lead characters in comics. I don't know his exact he's prominent, but I don't know the exact story. I've heard First Solo. This ain't really a solo issue, but there's some kind of keynote to this that I can't give you off the top of my head, but it's a good one. So Gunhawks #1. This next book, I love this book. The cover is fantastic. I've had like 10 of these. I've sold them all. I should have kept one. But this is motherfucking Sam Jackson, y'all. This is the first Black Nick Fury Ultimate Marvel Team Ups issue 5. Fucking banger. Look at that yellow. Good golly. The Spider-Man, the Iron Man here, man. You find this little book, it's a little doozy, dude, because you just got the Samuel L. Jackson version of Nick Fury. Like, how the fuck cool is that? How many movies has Nick Fury been in? You know, we know him as Samuel L. Jackson at this point. So it's a perfect book for a PC. I'm gonna get another copy soon enough. The Ultimate Marvel Team Up line had tons of keys, and that's just one of my favorites. So moving down the list, I could show you both ways. Actually, I got one in hand. It's the first African American Spider-Man, but just for viewing pleasure, you can see a little bit better. So yeah, this book right here, Peter Parker Spider-Man, issue 35 from 2001. I love this cover. It's this is his brother. This is his little brother and this big brother in the Spider-Man suit. This is kind of like a one shot, but I mean it's in the Spider-Man universe as all of the Spider-Man creations. So if you really want to get fancy with this book, you can get a newsstand. When you look for the newsstand, just make sure it don't say direct up here, and you probably got the newsie. So yeah, I've had a bunch of these books. I kept a couple. I've AOK'd them and sold them, and it's a sleeper, man. People sleep on that one. So that's my third book. Now this one has a little movie spec behind it, and it is Spider-Man Noir issue 2, the second appearance. So the first appearance is around a $200 book roll in mint condition. You can get a beat up copy for cheapest I saw was 70, 80 bucks. In high grade, this book goes for quite a bit more. So couple hundred for like a mid, 400 for a high on first. This issue, though, the second appearance, you're not going to spend more than $20. And like I always say, man, if the first appearance goes up, the second will too. So I'm actually interested in this one for a quick 10 or $20. I might have to grab it before the movie comes out because that shit could hit hard, man. I don't know how hard it's going to hit.
You gonna grab the regular A cover or the variant cover?
Oh, is that the variant?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's just the B. You know, sometimes they just call the B cover the variant, but that was the
Variant,
first one I
yeah.
popped by. So
The A
yeah, I
cover.
don't know. Either way. Oh,
A
that's
cover's
yay.
really
Hold on.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that was for much more. I didn't see how much that would went for, but whichever one is available. Like if I can get the cheaper one, I usually go for the A, I'll be honest. But yeah, if there's a shortcut, I'll take it. So all right, last book on my list is a doozy. I've been trying to get back in my collection for a long ass time. And ever since I sold it, this motherfucker will not come down. It's actually got her name there. First Valerie Spider Woman. First Valerie? Okay. It's the first African American Spider Woman. This is the first time any Spider Man variant character or whatever you want to say was African American. And the cover has nothing to do with the story on the inside. As soon as you pop it open, you get a big splash. And this is Electric Company. This is a beautiful John Romita Sr. cover. And love this book. I had a very high grade copy of this one. And I had to get ready to get my GSX or whatever it was. So, but I am looking forward to getting this again one day. And that is our Hot 5 commandments, man. I will show them all together. We got them all together here. So here's my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there is TM's 5 right here. So this is what we brought y'all this week. All right. So I'd like to thank everybody that came out and checked us out, and everybody that watches on the replay. Tomorrow night we'll be doing Collector Club. There hasn't been a fight in a long time. I'm gonna pick a couple of the guys out of the crew, and they're gonna have to fight in the streets, man. But maybe we'll do like a Royal Rumble too. We'll see how it goes. So check us out tomorrow night. And TM Nerdy, you got anything going on over on the TM Nerdy side?
I dropped a video last night, and I'll probably drop a video tomorrow at some point because I got a package in from Cali. So, but I dropped a video. I'm selling some books and stuff. So I dropped a video yesterday showing the books that I'm selling, the prices that I want to sell them for, and that. So go check out that video. A lot of absolute stuff. So if you anything interests you, email me dropping that video for Cali. If I record it today, if I don't, it'll probably drop Saturday. So like I said, I'm not feeling the best. And then Saturday I'll be over on Band of Brothers selling some books, the books that I brought to showed off on my video. So if you're interested to know what books I'm bringing to the Band of Brothers, go check out that video. And that I'm bringing a few slabs too to sell if and that. So it's not all going to be absolute stuff. So
yeah, man, check us out Saturday night. I should be there. Depends on how many sellers are floating around, if I hop in or not. But I always show up and make my presence known, dude. So I appreciate you, TM, for helping me out and getting the list in and even showing up when you're not feeling good. And appreciate everybody out there. We'll see y'all later. So hashtag enjoy and stay freaking nerdy.
Biggie. 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 Biggie.
Excuse me.